Well, hi.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. We're so happy to have you in our interviews.
Thank you for having me.
And can you tell us your name and where you're from and what you're doing here at AUK?
Well, my name is Alexis Hill. I'm from California, but I go to school on the East Coast of the United States in New Hampshire. And I'm at AUK through an internship exchange program with Dartmouth College and AUK. So I do some work in IEP, some in the Spanish and Arabic departments, and also in public relations.
I remember when you first arrived. Can you tell me what date that was?
It's around March 18th, I think.
Because that was the time when we started actually to really practice.
Yeah.
That's when we started practicing the Indian dance. And you arrived and you came directly to our...
Yeah, I think I had one day of kind of rest, and then it was into work.
And there we were, practicing our play. The dance was part of our play, and I said, "How would you like to be in an Indian dance?" And you said, "Okay, fine."
Why not? Yeah.
And you were up practicing with us, and later on everything changed around, and you didn't actually participate in the dance in the show, but you gave us some really, really good judgments, like you were there for rehearsals and you helped us make decisions, and it was a great benefit to us. Now, can you tell me if you learned anything by being with us and being present at our rehearsals, and how would you...
Well, I think I was so surprised at how much improvement in terms of like spoken English I saw with a lot of the students. I think the confidence, the fluency, it was amazing. By the end of the show, everyone's lines were just rolling off their tongues, and I felt like you could see it in the classroom as well as in rehearsal.
Right, like it benefited them in their studies.
Yeah, as a whole student.
Yeah, that's actually the idea behind Bring Reading to Life, is that it's supposed to improve their skills generally.
Yeah.
And I think there is research to support that it actually does. However, it seems that we are the only people in the world that do it
This way, yeah.
this way. That do it in a multimedia way, where we have choreography and acting, and also sometimes we do artwork. So do you think that there will be a place for Bring Reading to Life outside Kuwait, outside AUK, outside Kuwait, outside the Gulf, and in the wider world?
I hope so. I mean, I think it would be even easier to adapt Bring Reading to Life outside the Gulf, probably. I mean, you bring this kind of cross-discipline learning to the States or the EU, and I think people would be even more receptive. But hopefully you can, inspire other schools in Kuwait and in the Gulf.
Yeah, and you just made me realize that in a place like Kuwait, you are facing special challenges that you might not have in other places. Like in the culture, it's not really very popular to act. And you wouldn't have that problem in other places.
Yeah.
And of course the students have problems, it's not their first language. Imagine if you were reading the original unabridged novel with native speakers, it might be...
Yeah.
Just thinking about it makes me...
Pride and Prejudice is pretty hard for native speakers too. It's not in modern language, it's difficult.
Yes, right. Now, I think I already know the answer to this question. And please be honest, when you first arrived and you figured out, like, oh, looks like they're going to do a show, looks like they're going to act on stage, did you think we would actually be able to do it, or did you think these people are dreaming? I mean, they are miles away.
It seemed like a lot of scenes for non-native speakers to memorize, and I worried about the lines, but everyone pulled it off, so...
I know.
I was worried, but I believed.
Yeah, right. It was like an act of faith.
Yeah.
That somehow we had faith despite everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did. And what was your favorite scene?
I love I do love the Mr. Collins scene, only because I think especially with the help of Miss Lawlin, the kind of swagger of Mr. Collins was just spot on.
It was spot on.
And the pace of the lines just gave him this, like, icky feeling that was perfect.
It was really, really strong.
Yeah.
I mean, it was almost, I know that we're just amateurs, but we really hit
I
it
laughed at that scene every
perfectly.
time.
Yeah, every time. And of course some of our actors love the light. You know,
Yeah.
they so you had faith even though it was chances seemed remote. And you told us your favorite scene. When you go back to the States, how are you going to tell people about this?
I mean, I think I'll look back on it fondly and tell them that it was kind of unlike anything else I saw in all my other work. It was definitely different pace than the other stuff I did. I was just really, really proud of the whole class. So.
It's a silly question, are you going to miss the students?
Yeah, I will. I mean, not some of them. Some of them are just terrible. No, I'm only kidding. I'll miss all of them.
Well, the fact is that, of course, we will all miss you. And will you promise to keep in touch with us?
I will, yeah. Only if you guys promise to send me a video of the next play.
Okay.
Because I need to see it.
Yeah. We have, like, fantastic plans for that. And it looks like it's going to be a musical show, believe it or not.
Perfect.
Are you going to come back to Kuwait?
Maybe. I don't know. It's maybe. I don't know yet.
All right. But you'll let us know.
Yeah, hopefully.
And let me see. Do you have any question you want to ask me?
What inspired Bring Reading to Life? Was it... Where did it come from? Oh no, is that too hard?
No. I'll tell you. It's simple. I've been teaching reading in this country, and we've been doing novels, for many years. And I noticed that students hate to read. I mean, like, they hate it with a passion. And so I started to try to think of a way that maybe to change things, something new, that would increase their interest in the novel. At least, and even if they're still were not reading it, they would experience it on another level.
Yeah.
Even if they were still not reading it. And there was one particular moment in a class of mine a few years ago, before we did Bring Reading. This is how it happened in a heartbeat. It was created in a twinkling when I had my students do drawings of the characters in the novel Dracula. And then I was walking around the classroom saying, "Oh, look at this funny little stick figure. This look at this, everybody. This is so funny." And I came to one, and it was drop dead gorgeous. It was a drawing of the character Mina, and I got at first I got all hot, because it was so beautiful. Then I got super cold because I thought, she obviously printed this from the internet and then went over it with a little red pen, and she's giving this to me. How stupid does she think I am? And then I was all cold. And then I was all hot again when I realized that she had actually drawn it. And that was the moment, my heart almost stopped. And that was the moment when I realized something, the main thing that Bring Reading to Life is built on, which is that students have amazing hidden talents. And that's when I realized it, from the drawing of Mina and Dracula. That's how it started. And then from there,
grew.
I became, we did an art display, and then we said, let's do some sort of acting, let's do a small show. It just gets bigger and bigger every semester as I get crazier and crazier. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can't thank you enough.
No problem.
We will be in touch. And give my regards to New England.